what do you figure has been your best graphic that you've made for someone?
Oh man, let's go to Future, DJ Esco, Project ET.
Okay. Why that one?
Yeah, that's the ET movie. One of my favorite movies.
And you incorporated that because I see what you're doing now too. You're doing a lot of things too now. You're just like showcasing like a different side of you. That might not even be something you're doing for somebody right now. You just putting things out there, putting things to work. If you were talking to a younger graphic artist who wanted to start, right? He found you the way that I did, or he saw your work. What would be the first thing that you would tell him?
Stay away from music. Stay away from the music industry. Don't go there. It's a rabbit hole. It's a rabbit hole. You want to go corporate. Corporate is actually where the money is.
Okay.
That's where the money is for graphic design. If you want to be a graphic designer, go corporate. Don't go music.
Now, on the flip side of that, I have to ask you this, because music is kind of gave you that jump start. It kind of gave you from me, the part of your story that I know. But again, I watch your story a lot from the Instagram side. If that person comes back to you and go, hey, but Kid Graphic though, you done all this. You done work with Future. You done work with Waka. You done work with this one, that one. You went music. Why shouldn't I go music?
Different. It was a different era in time. Today, back then, we didn't have much access to the internet.
Right.
So it was the only outlet that I can actually push in from an internet perspective.
Mm-hmm.
There was some bigger people that I couldn't really get in contact with at that time.
Right.
Now, you get in contact who you want to now, because everybody is on the internet. Everybody is just dead in their phone or on a computer. So, because if I was starting out, oh man, I wouldn't be popping music. I know exactly where to go. Nike magazines, Adidas, Puma. Then I'm going to jump off into the corporate side.
Right.
Then I'm gone. Commercial.
Wow, that's an interesting way to think. That's an interesting thought process. I would say this though, and I guess again, I don't know if this is a rebuttal, but I think this is important in your step, and I think this is important in hip hop, which is why I'm glad you're here too, because hip hop to me feels like probably one of the few places too that you actually can get to somebody and somebody hits you back, right?
Mm-hmm.
But how, and a lot of people say this, and this is part of the story that I live by. I think sometimes people, I'm not saying they shouldn't reach high, but they forget those very people who are on their level right now too that they could build up with. Mm-hmm. How important was that step for you? Because like I said, again, you didn't know me from anybody, and my following wasn't even close to what it is right now. And I was on the internet, like I said, like you, and I saw your work, and me and Spinatic were like, reach out. And I reached out, we wound up communicating. And again, like I said, took care of the business. You did what you said you was going to do. We put the money in the right place like that. How important is that step where people forget to look right beside them and build with those people as well? As long as the people are going in the right direction and they have not exactly the same mindset, but a mindset of let's do the business right.
Mm-hmm. So, man, it's very important to look at your brother on the left or your sister on the right. That's groundwork. That's where, right now, all the years I don't put in, I don't work with over 10,000 local artists.
Wow.
So if you can say street portfolio, that's my street portfolio. I got the streets on lock for years.
Right.
Before it pushed me up. When it pushed me up, every celebrity was like, oh, that's who we need to go to. This man don't work with people. I don't circle y'all 15, 20 times.
Right.
He don't work that artist, that artist, that artist. This dude just made it. He really worked with him. It's yeah. So my name was circulate. Like a heating and cooling system. Right. Circulate through the industry. Kid Graphic. Name kept popping up. So it's very important to work with the people that's coming up, even the people that even thought about working yet or becoming a music. Work with them.
Right.
They'll never forget you.
I think people forget too, and you just mentioned this, people forget that you need friends that'll have your name in a room when you're not there.
Yeah.
People forget that. People really forget. Like I said, when me and Spinatic found you, when people asked me, I was showing them your stuff. You know, Spinatic was showing them your stuff. And I'm sure, I'm like saying that we were your biggest clients, but again, I go back to that because I've actually worked with you. And I think it's so dope to be talking to you now. I have watched, you know, like I said, your rise and how you still keep it moving, and knowing that the whole story of you from a small town, like you said, it wasn't a big city. You wasn't just running around where you was running into a rap on every corner. You had to really get out there and search out and start saying, you know what, I'm going to just do this though. And I'm going to do this design, and somebody's going to see this because I'm going to put this up right there like this, right? But that part about somebody having your name in a room when you're not there, or somebody putting your name in a conversation when you're not there to do it, I think a lot of these young artists, young creatives, they need to understand that too. That's why I tell people too, the shaking hands part is so important in this business. And so now we're not shaking hands as much, but respond to some of those DMs. You know what I'm saying? Communicate with those people. Yeah, we're not actually in each other's face to shake hands, and with COVID, it's even less right now. But like you said, that response, you might not get nothing out of it except for an internet friend.
Right.
But you never know, because that person might have seen your work, and somebody be like, this person may not even rap, be like, yo, man, I'm looking for somebody to do my graphics. Yo, I see this kid on the internet. His name is Kid Graphic. Yo, look at his page. And then next thing you know, there might be a client.
That's right. That word of mouth, boy. Word of mouth is forever. Honestly, if I had to say, I would say word of mouth actually is still stronger than my internet presence.
And I don't think anything is wrong with that, because that right there, what do companies say? Like, that's the best feedback ever, is that word of mouth. When somebody talks about you to the next person, that's the best thing ever. So what's next for Kid Graphic? Like I said, I know that you are heavy in the music game and designing of album covers and helping people with their, you know, their marketing stuff and stuff like that. But you mentioned the corporate space. So where are you at right now with the things you're doing?
So I actually work with a corporate marketing agency.
Okay.
Greenville, Missouri. So
okay.
I work remote, and I've been working with them since July last year, right after my grandma passed. Hooked up with them.
Sorry to hear that part, but definitely proud of you with the moves you're making with the corporate thing. So how's and you smile when you talk about that. So I guess this question is just kind of crazy to even ask, but how has that experience been like?
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's like literally I don't got to work with NBA, NFL on a whole nother level.
Right.
You know, I ain't working with practice teammates. I'm talking about Trey Young, Anthony Edwards.
Wow.
That caliber. You know, he's like, hey, I see you guys on TV. You know, right. You some of the dopest players in the world. Getting to work with y'all already. It's amazing. It's really amazing.
I'm not gonna hold you too much longer, but let me get this question out of the way, because the joy in your face when you talk about doing graphics and when you talk about your experiences as you climb in this ladder of success that you're having, how important is it to you to be happy as a person while you're doing this?
Man, freedom, man. Like, music industry is stressful. It's picky, it's petty, corporate. You know, it's a little bit stressful, but you can smile through it.
Right.
You know, because the pay is crazy.
And look, and the pay is coming on time too, I bet.
Yeah, and it comes on time. Man, telling you, man.
Man, hey, look, man. Again, I'm glad that you took this time to talk to me, man. And like I said, I know I reach out to you from time to time and say what up, but I definitely, when I talked to you last time, I said, you know what, I want to get Kid Graphic on the pod, man, because he don't really talk much except for with his designs and stuff like that. But I think some people need to hear that story. So do me this favor. For the creative that gets to hear this or see you on this video, that may be, and the part about this that I really want to get out there, that may be in this small town, right, but have a dream of working, like you said, one day in Atlanta, one day in New York, or one day of working with an NBA player, or your dream of Jay-Z and Beyonce. Give me some advice to give them.
Keep working. Don't quit. I was in the same place as you was 10 years ago. So keep working. If you got that dream, like parents may tell you to get a job. Don't get a job. Build your craft up. Let your craft develop. You know, so I'm very thankful for parents because they let me build my craft up. So I stayed home with them for about 10 years in the making. So keep going.
Hey man, I appreciate you, man. Where can they find you at on social media?
You can find me at Instagram at Kid Graphic. You'll see a blue icon with KG in there.
You taking on new clients?
Every day.
Okay, because I'm probably about to come back and be a client. I got some things I got to get done. I got some rehashing of some things, so I'm probably gonna be in touch. So y'all might as well get ready because all the new stuff I'm going straight to my guy Kid Graphic right there, bro. Because it's time for it's 2021. I think it's time for some some rehashing of some things. But I appreciate you, man, taking the time, man, to stop by here on the DJ Ekin Podcast. My little podcast is growing, man. But again, wish you much success. I'm glad to finally sit here and have this conversation with you, man. And I'm proud of you. Like I said, I don't know how many people you talk to that have saw your work or been there. Like I don't know if I necessarily been there from the beginning, but I am proud of you, and I'm proud to see how your work has progressed. Right. even the things you've been doing as of late, how you've been. And again, it baffles me just how dope you are, because you're doing these things as of late where you'll put up the actual post, and then if you swipe, you show us the pieces that you use to make those. I was like, this dude is out of here. This dude is out of here right now. My guy, Kid Graphic, man, thank you again for stopping by the DJ Ekin Podcast. You know where you can find us, man, at DJ Ekin TV on YouTube, and search for us, download and subscribe on all your podcast spots at DJ Ekin, all right? And DJ Ekin Podcast, all right? Shout out to Radio Influence, man, and my guy, Kid Graphic, man. Talk to you soon, man. Thank you again, all right?
Yes, sir.